Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
How's it going, gamers or spacers? And welcome back to yet another episode of the Outer Worlds. In the last episode, honestly, I forget everything else we did. We met this bitch who's got a fucking parasite in her neck. That's making her unseemly happy. And now we've stumbled across, just across the way, this guy yelling at somebody else. Hello.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my instant coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this lass. I think it's mightily more likely that she's under your payroll. You'd have burned down what you haven't already.
I'm here to investigate a murder. You guys can go about your business.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late.
I like the cut of
Name's
his lab
overseeing
coat better.
Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Excuse me. What the fuck is that? Is that how they get around the glasses clipping into people's heads? I heard you mention a sabotage or something.
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchards subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
What sort of sabotage has there been?
Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them. We've also got a large group of new saplings, dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I'd guess. And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own, even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
I wouldn't put it past Sublight to sabotage Rizzo's. However, well, they keep everything legal. They keep everything just legal. Was that pool guy? Was he working for Sublight? I don't remember. I don't know if he said who he was working for. I don't know if he wasn't working for Rizzo's, that's for damn sure. I don't know if he was working for Sublight or not. Sublight might, you know, some members of Sublight wouldn't stick to their, oh yeah, keep it just above the line mentality. Some would probably just act like criminals, as they do with the normal corporations. But It definitely didn't kill Halsey and Helen. They wouldn't fuck it up that bad for them with their contract, their deal with the Rizzos, but I'll figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law. Some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure
He
you
has
love
a
to
right
have
to
a
remain
scapegoat
silent.
on whom you can blame your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Hey, dude, Hey, if you're telling the truth, I'll tell him that you're telling the truth, and this will all be over. So calm down.
You're back, I see. Glad.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the
I
investigation
haven't gone
going?
into the orchards
You got
yet.
a complete report for me yet?
I actually I'm still looking.
Well, at the moment, I can't do a whole lot with this vulture hanging over my shoulder. So I suppose you may as well take your time.
Really now? I consider myself more of a watch canid, here to make sure you don't try to run off without paying us.
There's something else you need to know?
Yeah, thank you. So, any leads on the nursery?
Got a lot of dead saplings that'll cost us a lot of bits. I've got a feeling someone poisoned them somehow.
Could it have been pool chemicals? Pool chemicals aren't good for trees. What did you say happened to the Exterminator Automech Depot?
The mechanicals were hacked. They're pretty much running amok. If you could keep from destroying too many, I'd be obliged. Would save us a lot. That said, you might want to be careful. Those things are built to take on waspkitos, and waspkitos are generally tougher to kill than people. Just something to keep in mind.
Thank you. Anything in particular to look at in the processing control room?
The tower processing console is completely fried. Whoever took it out must have used some kind of explosive.
Alright, well, I've heard enough. Alright, well, I couldn't ask about the uptick in employee deaths, but I could assume it's because of the automechs and things of that sort. God, automechs is such a awkward thing to say. I wish I could get myself in the habit of calling them droids, but if I'm saying things that other people aren't saying, then I have a difficult time. I'm going to swap Felix out for now. I really... Man, I wish my hack skill was higher. Wait, I can't go back to the ship and re-spec my skill points. Because honestly, what skill points do I have that I don't need? Let's look at these, right? Let's look at these. Bam. Bam, there we go. Okay, so which ones do I not use, right? Termination. Okay, so what I realized I could do, I'd probably take heavy weapons down to 45, just to even it out. I can take so much stuff out of block. I never block. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not like Skyrim. If I can't... I guess you can parry right at the moment that they attack you and it stuns them in this game. But that's so much harder to do than, bam, punching them with my sword hilt. But, so... Should I run to the unreliable? Increase my hack skill. I like bringing the vicar, but Felix hasn't had any unique. In fact, the characters that it showed on the preview images for this DLC, I'm assuming is the people they want you to play with, are Parvati, and Yoka. And our body has nothing in... These are her 3 skills that she helps me with. Persuade, lockpick, and engineering. That's it. Yoka helps me with lie, sneak, and medical. Alright. Felix, it's persuade, sneak, and lockpick. The stealthy boy? Man, I have really just not gotten what their idea of... Felix to them was supposed to be like a rogue, I'm pretty sure. And I just turned him into... I turned him into what Nyoka is supposed to be, pretty sure. I tend to give Nyoka a rifle instead. Felix is my only, like, heavy weapons expert, even though I'm pretty sure heavy weapons is... Lois. Anyways. I should look at their stats a little. Ellie gives me medical, lie, medical, and engineering. Vicar Max gives me intimidate, hack, and science. He's the smartest. Well, I guess not really, because they're all very smart in whatever they are. Except for some people. You know, you don't always have to be smart, be wise, to have a good... That's what I feel. Yeah, I would say he has, like, wisdom. You know, he understands people, generally. Kind of. He's street smart. I will say he's street. Which is under wisdom. He's charming. I love him. I want him here. I want him here. But Vicar Max will be so much more useful. I don't know. I've had to interact. There's been plenty of terminals to hack so far. And my gear's just not cutting it. I wish Nyoka could hack instead of medical. It makes sense that she has medical since she's been here. She's been on the field. She has to know how to patch herself up. I really like this. Fuck. Alright, let's go with Vicar Max and Yoka for a bit. And if Vicar Max has more dialogue, I'll think about it. Is it... Oh, I didn't want to go to the lobby. I wanted to... I'll exit the Grand Colonial. I shouldn't skip over her dialogue. I like listening to her. I like talking to her. I don't have a chest. I guess there is containers in that room I could use. So I do have storage. I wish I could have I wish I could have luggage for them to take. And that luggage being all of my stuff from my bin. In case I needed to look around at stuff to see if maybe I want to give a new toy to the vicar. Oh, I do have a shotgun. Vicar Max. You are about to get an upgrade, my friend. He is a glass cannon. He is the glassiest. I don't... Oh my god, do I have to run all the way back there? Let's just give it to you for now. It's better than the one you had. Okay, let's go this way. Whoop.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, wrong. Oh, glad you still beep when I'm... Yeah, right. Ooh, analyze.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Examine the footprint, the depth, and spacing. Spacing between each footstep is short, and the imprint of the dirt seems determined. It would appear if Helen was in a hurry.
You can tell a lot about an animal by its tracks.
Helen came through here in a hurry.
Hurrying somewhere or being chased?
If she was being chased, I imagine it'd be longer strides and more partial footprints. Who knows? That's if she's running or not, or fast walking. Doesn't think. Hey! Hey!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, I fucking bet. Where? Oh, her footprints. There's a gap right there.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Thanks. Let's talk to Jacob.
Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor.
Oh, I
am
don't
sure
like
sorry
your
to break it to
fucking
you,
face.
but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Joker
Another
pill.
one of those smiles. Starting to think there's something in the water, Cap.
Why, thank you. Rizzo
I don't
encourages
think it's
all
the
workers to
water,
put on a happy face
Nyoka.
when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's
Those
does
are
the
one. That's one
secret.
of those
Please
things that I
purchase one of
saw
our
in the
self-guided
fucking
options if you're
broom
wishing to join
closet.
one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
I already got my ticket. Thank you very much. I'm not on a tour. I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
I'm on the hunt for Halcyon Helen's killer.
Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain pan bashed in. Not that she probably had much rattling around there to start with, if you know what I mean.
It looked more like she got... yeah, she got shot and poisoned according to the coroner's report. Like Rasputin.
Well, someone sure wanted her gone, didn't they? But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. We're far too content with life for that. Won't find an unhappy Rizzo's employee in all of Eridanos. No diddly-dee-dum, you won't.
Is this all of the Rizzo's employees? Wait. But no, that other guy's a Rizzo. But I guess he's not. He's a scientist. He's not a regular employee. He's not like... Is this what Rizzo's does? What the fuck? See any murder weapons running around? Bottle of poison, smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization mosquitoes?
Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. Don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzos would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Probably a smart way to keep that hidden. So you're a groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper.
Can you
of the
put like a
grounds after the
scarf
last one
on at
disappeared
least?
on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift.
If I see
Now
a
I'm
single person
responsible
with a
for growing
scarf on.
every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one?
Good.
Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
No, we're not glossing over this. No one knows what happened to him.
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Right. I actually have a golden ticket already.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Right. Enough about the orchards.
Gosh and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchards till my lips fell off. Instead, let's talk about whatever interests you, because that's what interests me, too.
Are you okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
I don't like that. We're putting the horror lighting on. Oh, what do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
I'm not
And
happy.
repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally
Yeah, that's
available for
totally it.
purchase
It's not
in
the
nut hut.
fucking prawn in your neck. Do you know if Halcyon Helen came through here?
Kinda hard for a gal to go sightseeing when she's deader than dirt, don't you think? Oh, you mean before today? She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was a spokeswoman for Brown's ad campaign.
That's right, she was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've heard enough. I've seen
course.
enough. Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Go away. Thank you. Fucking Christ, Max. You know I'm already geeking out right now. Let's go over here. We ba 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 da bo. We ba da bo. Ba 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 da bo. They got. Oh, those aren't. Oh, I guess Primal Ravager. I was about to say, wait, those aren't those primals? Alright. Bam. Let's go. Because. Wait. Oh, because Felix was helping me lockpick. God damn it! Need any of this. Setting, you know. Use of host. A little upsetting. Also a little bing bong. A little bit concerning for the future, which means I might want to keep Felix on, because honestly I use lockpicking more than I use hacking. Good to have hacking. I wish Nyoka could hack. No, it's too hard. I want to live. I don't want to die, motherfucker. I want to live.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, yeah? Ooh.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as...
Incoming!
Oh! Whoa, 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 stop! Who the fuck do you people think you are? I will kill your asses. Come on, Vic.
That's a little trick I learned in prison.
I just aimed for the knees. They taught him how to bust people's fucking kneecaps out. In prison, they're like, all right, Max, remember, aim for the knees. All right. Improved thug kit. Yes, baby. Look at that. Baseball cap. For troop armor. Hack +7. Defense skills +5. Hack plus. Standard troop helmet. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got an improved thug kit, though. That's exactly what I want. Thank you. Remember. Oh, she's friendly.
Rizzo's would be remiss to fail to mention the Orchard Storage Warehouse. Without this impressive-looking building, there would simply be no orchards. Gaze in amazement at the impressive construction of the front door, the sleek roof and glittering piping, the lush walls keeping this gem hidden from the rest of the orchards. This warehouse is truly, truly a wonder. One can only guess at the secrets contained within.
Wide open. Spectrum vodka green. Proof tech kit. Don't mind me, just having a gander. I can't get in that. Hello.
Hey, Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna.
Doesn't have it. Glad.
Here
Thank
goes.
you.
It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
About as good as any other slogan.
That was completely splendid. Didn't embarrass yourself even the slightest bit.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
I don't think I've met an intern before. That's odd.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being
You should
fired
be a
isn't any less
spacer.
threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything.
If that's the
orchards have
case,
been
you should be a
short-staffed as long
spacer,
as I've
because
been working
holy
here.
shit.
So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
Felix was getting paid more when he got fired. How'd you get your position?
Laws, you've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh? My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position, mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say.
Why be an intern if it's riskier than typical employment?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with.
Okay.
I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Helping folks is dangerous. The board doesn't like people who mess with the status quo.
Mother did mention that from time to time, but she always kept me far away from her work. Who could complain about happier workers and higher profit gains?
I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
Alright, I'll keep you in mind when we finish.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything.
Don't worry,
I can help
Anna.
you with.
I'll hit you
Unless
up
you already
after my
have,
hostile
and I forgot.
takeover
In
of
which
the
case, I probably won't
of the
forget a second
government. You haven't been causing trouble in the orchards, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
Considering the whole stinging to death thing, I think you got off easy.
Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
What happens if they get out during visiting
I am
hours?
contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
Should really just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
You see any sign of a beleaguered actor running around?
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001.
You're a Burbage fan?
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the cadence of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
What about Spencer Woolrich?
Who?
That showbiz,
Suppose
baby!
so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Alright, bye. Jesus fucking Christ. The woman just got murdered brutally. Like, people really wanted her dead. Alright, well, with that, I think we're gonna end this episode here. Like, comment, subscribe if you want, share this video with someone you know, and I will see you guys in the next episode of the Outer Worlds. Peace.